Here we are. My hair today. Yeah. I just took it out of the ponytail and then let it down. This is what happens when I just let my hair down. It just goes down. There we go. All right. Just don't touch my hair. That's the thing. At least I have lipstick on. Welcome. And thank you for joining me today. My name is Mary June Tracy. I am the Guru Mama, and I am a spiritual love of life coach and a published author. Yeah. So, kind of exciting. It's not an exciting book. It's a journal that I did. I'm learning how to publish. I'm learning how to be more of a published author, I guess you'll say. So I'm quite excited about that. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Lexi starts a new job. Congratulations to start a new job in a week at a law office. Yes, congratulations. Can you give me a reading? Not right now. I'm not doing readings right now. You can book a reading, definitely. I have so much to cover right now. So, first of all, let's look at this. And I'm so excited. I have been doing and learning how to work on Amazon. And it's the Kindle Direct Publishing. And what it is that you can join it. It's free. You can sign up for KDP very easily. There's loads of videos that are out there on how to create your own journal, how to create something. And this is what I did. And to create low inexpensive books, basically, not written books. Like it's not a novel or a fiction or anything like that. My eventual goal is to get my Journey Club up there on Amazon, and then people can purchase my Journey Club. That is what my goal is. So my goal is to get Journey Club up and published. And man, my rings are really bothering me today, so I'll just switch the fingers. So what I want to do is be able to have different journals, different coloring books, log books, and things like that. Slowly make an impact, a passive income. And that's just one way of doing it, is creating, some form of income, right? And whether that journal is going to sell or not, I mean, because there's so many, searches for journals, and there's some that are up there that are published by huge publishing companies and stuff like that, which is fine. But my goal is just to get the experience, to get my stuff out there. It's to start to step into that realm. And this is all a part of this energy and the changes within the energies that are coming in. It's about looking at the long-term goal. What are your long-term goals? What do you want to work with? When Venus retrograded in 2022 in Capricorn, this was beginning to end a phase, right? This is the end of a phase that she was doing. I'm going to bring up my notes that I was talking about. If I could find them now, there she is. Okay. So with Venus is finishing right now as an evening star, and she's getting so close to the sun that her glow is washed away. So we are unable to see Venus. I posted something up on my Facebook of a picture of where Venus is and stuff like that. So I did that, and I put it up there. So she's getting so close to the sun that she's being washed away. And she's already out of view here on, I said here on the coast of Northern California, but she's out of view for us. And this is where, even for us here in Canada, we can't see her anymore. We're entering the final closing out period of this epic, challenging 19 months. So the 584 day cycle, which began on January 8th, 2022. So this is where this Capricorn cycle has been serious and challenging, and one with Pluto's last dance in Capricorn underway. Many have been, we've been sobered by the reality of the collective and the changes we will be living through in the years to come. This is the last time in our lives we will experience Venus in Capricorn with Pluto sharing the sign. And she repeats the sign of the origination every 8 years, but Pluto will not be there. He'll be in Aquarius by that time. And this is a deep lesson around Capricorn themes and discernment and boundaries, and looking at those boundaries that we are putting up. And we are seeing, and I've said this before, boundaries, even within, because Capricorn is Earth, right? So you got to look at what are the boundaries changing here on Earth. So there's different boundaries that are changing. It's just like, I know this lovely person came in and asked me for a reading. That's not what I'm doing right now. I have to put up a boundary. I have to say no. Years ago, I probably would, oh, okay. No, right now, if you want one, book a reading or message me differently. Like, not on the forum. If I'm going to do readings up here, I'll let you all know when I'm doing readings. This is where, Pluto has been working the most foundational house in our chart, as well as applying tension to the most visible expression of my individuality by rising sign alongside Mars. This is the pressure and the blessings of the cycles have been quite tangled. And now Venus also is bringing blessings. And if we are available to come fully into the bodies and in the present, to attune to our inner wisdom and receive them. This is where, when you look at where speak, Mary, speak. You're going too fast. Slow down. This is where to look in your chart. Where is Capricorn? Where is Venus? So where is Leo in your chart? Where is Capricorn in your chart? Because that's going to tell you where this is affecting you within your life. Okay? So if you look into your chart and you see where Leo is and where Capricorn and what house it is, then you'll have an idea because of what this energy is going to be affecting you and how you can deal with what's coming in and looking at the long-term goals. That's what this is all about, your long-term goals. How are you putting together your goals and creating what you want in your life? Like, I love it that Lexi is now working at a law office. That is absolutely fabulous because this is going to give her stability. This is going to give her long-term goals. This is going to create something more in her alignment, right, than where she was working before. But this is where, these steps of what she's creating, it's like, it's not a huge like push. I want to get it all done now. I want to get there now. This is really looking at where the goals are. The other thing for me was when I was offered a job part-time, and I turned it down. I turned the job down. I didn't even go to the interview. It just didn't feel right. And the reason why I turned it down, one, it just didn't feel right. But that would have been taking my energy, my time away from what I want to build. Now, will this cause me extra financial strife or whatever? I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But this is where they, this is where, they say, well, it might have been 1 day or 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week. That's not where I want to put my energy. Right. And that's what you got to look at. Where do you want to put your energy? Where do you want to create? And that's so important at this time. It's like looking at where you want to create and where you want to put that energy. And this is where we have with Venus, it's allowing us the moon Venus opposition is a chance to drop in. It's a chance to feel more deeply. What unconscious materials got illuminated at the full moon is so important. Often these emotional reactions that arise show us how we still are acting like children and point to where we, all of us, have not been taking responsibility to our life and our lives in an honorable way. We got to look at where we need to start honoring oneself. As I said yesterday, where I was talking about where is it? I was talking about yesterday about taking that sip of our self-love cup. Take the cup of self-love and take a sip of it. That is where, especially with Black Moon Lilith coming up and conjuncting with the sun and retrograding in Leo as well. This is where we have to look at and accept our fragmented self. Look at the parts of ourselves that are fragmented and begin to accept that. That's part of taking 100% responsibility of your reality, right? And sometimes that's extremely difficult because we feel so much has happened to us. It's all their fault. It's all their fault, right? But this is now coming in and taking 100% responsibility for your own self. Our inner child and children are coming in strong as a focus of the next cycle. That's part of the Leo energy. There is so much delight and available with the Leo energy. And especially if we are willing to shine our unique selves. But with that is a rising of our shadow self, the parts that we don't like. Leos don't like to be booed at. Leos don't like to be, not, they don't like it when they're not able to shine and be the center. They want to. They're the sun, right? So the ability to play and share the affections are the golden key to the different futures. What inspired us? What is the inspired action that can be joyful, that we can take with our kindred spirits to create a parallel reality as sovereign men and women? Because it's the king and the queen, right? It's Leo. So come play. You got to come play with this energy. You got to come play with it. You got to allow yourself to say, what is it that I want to create? What is it that I want to cultivate and bring in with my greater integrity and maturity to take the long view? Capricorn is purposeful, serious, and sensual. And those who said yes to the journey were called to activate our inner wise one, our indigenous grandmother. No matter what biological age you are, this is an ignition. This is about us coming in. And Venus always goes retrograde as she returns to her positions closest to the sun, closing off this 19-month cycle and initiating a new one. She retrogrades for 40 days, which correlates to the biblical references of a time period to complete a spiritual challenge. Not even in the biblical, but in Kundalini Yoga, we do things for 40 days, right? We do mantras for 40 days. It is cultivating a new vibration within us. We're cleansing our red blood cells and bringing in a new mantra, a new energy to imprint upon ourselves so that we are able to carry that energy forward. And it's a practice. It's a practice each and every day. It's a practice. How we do it, how we implement it, it is a practice. And this is what we need to look at. That this practice that we are undertaking is something, it's going to be a journey that's going to create more happiness, more joy, more peace, more health for us. But it's a day, something that we have to get up and we have to do each and every single day. Let me pull a card. Hopefully that makes sense to you all. And yes, I haven't looked at the Journey Club yet. I've been going down different rabbit holes on the KDP on learning how to do publishing. So I will be working on my Journey Club and wanting all of you to, if you haven't done the Journey Club or if you have done the Journey Club, let others know that I'm going to be starting to teach it in September. It is going to be a 1-month course, 4 weeks, twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursday evening. So we're going to be doing this Tuesdays and Thursday evening from 6 to 7:30 and learning to create that energy, that newness, right? This is about us looking at creating that responsibility for us and looking at the long-term goals with all of that. The other thing that I am looking at, I'm wanting to do is, oh my God, a vision board. I couldn't even think of the word I should have wrote this all down, is doing a vision board workshop. Now I'm going to be doing a vision board with my group that is doing the Dharma of Love class, but I'm also wanting to do a vision board coming up in the next couple of weeks in September. So what I'm going to ask all of you is, like, if you want to join me and create a vision board where we will be asking different questions. There's going to be a meditation. It's going to be a 1-day class. It's going to be online. and to get you to gather everything together. There'll be a little charge, and come and gather and do a vision board. And so that we can create the next, from September coming into September and fall, especially with the energies of us going into the fall season, how we are going to create this next half of our year, the next half, even from September to September. What is that you want to create with this new energies that are coming in? So, there's, so much. I know it seems like I talk a mile a minute when I'm on here, because I don't want to take up all your time, because I seem to be doing a lot of 45-hour long videos, and I know your time is so precious. Your guys' time is so precious. So let's pull some cards. And who knows, I might start doing some little mini readings on here for people. So for those who follow me and stuff on a regular basis, just keep, because why not? We got this yesterday, and I just shuffled. We got this yesterday. Look at this. So this is the Hermit card, the Epiphany. So this is about, looking at your joy, your spiritual growth. Look at this. You always catch up with me as you get home from work. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so honored. I love it. I love it. I mean, as things grow, I've been even looking at doing a new YouTube channel, because this channel's got a few strikes. But I mean, I have 172 followers on here. I think that's awesome. But I would love to get up to 10K, 10,000 followers. Being 10,000 followers, that means that you become monetized, right? And again, that's another income. It's not a lot of money, right? To be monetized, but it's something. And that's the whole thing, having different revenues and stuff like that. So being monetized for me means being able to do more of the things that I love to do, and creating better videos for you all. That's my other thing, is like learning to create better videos. I know I've been saying that for a while, but it is, that's all part of the goal. And it's not going to happen overnight right now. And although I want it to happen tomorrow, but this is even for my things with my yoga and stuff, like, doing my yoga. It's not an overnight. This is a journey that I'm on in learning how to do yoga, and learning that it's not just exercise with yoga. It's not just meditation yoga. It's a way of life. The yoga, bringing in that way of life and being each and every day. Does that mean I'm going to teach it? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But this is coming up and showing up within that energy of what yoga is, which is so important. And that's, that's part of that spiritual journey. That's part of, Archangel Raziel. It's that spiritual growth. And as you're going through it, okay, I shuffled, but it seems like I'm getting the same cards as yesterday. We have Ariel coming in. So to nurture yourself and love those abilities. So I'm going to shuffle this again. Maybe I didn't shuffle enough. But it's just weird. I stopped at the same spot. But anyways, weird yet not weird. But this is, bringing in that spiritual growth, because that's going to bring in that practical wisdom. When you really trust within your own self and trust that inner guidance that is coming in, this is going to allow for you to nurture the things that you love, because you're enjoying your life. You're enjoying what you are doing in amongst chaotic world right now. And I just look around and I a lot that's going on. I'm just sort of laughing. I'm just saying, oh my God, this is crazy what's happening in the world right now. But it's par for the course. It's par for the course for the change that needs to happen, and where people want to put their energy. And with it, it's getting that perspective. So the Hangman comes in. This is looking at, within everything, dare to be different, dare to be unique, allow yourself to shine the way you want to shine. Don't go into the conformity. Don't go into where everybody says this is what you need to do. When you do that, you're gonna find yourself unhappy. You're gonna find where you start to dim your own light. And that energy that's coming in, this light energy that's coming in, is taking us on a beautiful journey in a beautiful direction. Where it's going to end up or what it's going to look like, we have Uranus in Taurus. We don't know. It is that unexpected energy, that unexpected twist that he brings in that creates a new vibration for us, that creates that electrical charge. And with Jupiter, with its expanding and wanting to expand everything, he's wanting to bring in this expansion before he goes retrograde in September. So we have this expansion that comes in that wants to bring us that beautiful balance, that passion, to make us to be ambitious about the choices that we want to create and we want to make. This is so important. This is important with us to see our vision and to know who we share our vision with and the people who we want to be with, because that's all part of this spiritual growth. It's all part of the community that we're growing, so that we can pause and reflect and see our insight, to see that we are daring to be that uniqueness. And we are allowing for that importance of the relationships that are around us that we want to nurture and grow with. So allowing ourselves to step into that beautiful energy for all of us. So there you go. Have a blessed one, everybody. You guys all have a fabulous weekend. It's a long, August long weekend. So have a great one. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say, in all that you be, in that all that you do. Blessed be. Love you all. Thank you for being a part of my community.